A couple weeks ago, I finished painting this Stormform. It survived. I finished painting the Stormform a few weeks ago, and I wanted to show you how I made these lightning effects by talking through the materials I used, how to add the materials to the mini, and how to paint it. Fair warning, I don't have an airbrush. This was all done by a paintbrush. So in my research to add this effect, I found many helpful videos, but gotta give the War Singer full credit for his tutorial here. For this technique, I used floral wire, super glue, and a hot glue gun. So to get the main branches of lightning, I cut the floral wire into manageable pieces to go from the base to face level. Then I twisted the wire into some random shapes, tried to make them a little bit jaggedy, and then once ready, I super glued them into place with the glue. Once that had set, I fired up the hot glue gun and carefully squeezed the trigger onto places where the wire touched the ground. As the glue came out, I pulled away ever so slightly and came back to cut the glue string with the hot nozzle. This helped create jagged motion. I repeated this process on many places to help randomize the floral wire and give more of a random effect to the lightning, even creating whole new branches of lightning at different widths. You can be fairly sloppy here since lightning is so random. You can always come back and trim with the hot glue nozzle or with clippers. After all the hot glue was on, I let it dry for 24 hours before starting into the paint. Since lightning is literally a light source, I needed to start with painting it white. These strands should be the brightest part of the mini, so building up from white will be very helpful. After the white base coat, I plastered on some red contrast paint. Here I was using Citadel's Blood Angel Red. This gives the lightning effect foundation, so white and then some contrast paint with red. From here, I added variation by blending my red and white at different ratios to glaze onto the wire, using pure white every so often to keep the light source true. I got a little bit more serious about the object source lighting effect where the wire touched the base. Building this up from the base color to a glow is difficult without an airbrush, but thin glazing layers and patience are key for this step. As I worked on the lightning, I added some red glaze to the Stormform herself. I wasn't too scientific about this since the lightning was all in front of her, so it was just supposed to glow pretty good. I could have spent a lot more time on this to get more strategic about it, but I was kind of wanting to do this pretty quickly. And with that, I called her done. She's not perfect, but I really like how the lightning effect turned out. Let me know if you follow this tutorial and how it turns out for you. I would love to see pictures over my Discord. Be sure to go and join us.